Marital betrayal is often treated as a simple slip-up. But what happens when breaking your wedding vows opens the gates to a literal hell on earth? Cinema loves to show us that infidelity never comes free. If you think the worst that can happen after cheating is a messy divorce, you are brutally mistaken. Today, I've handpicked 3 disturbing movies that will make you think 1,000 times before being unfaithful. These works prove that the price of lying is absolute psychological terror. Prepare your mind. Number 1. Shattered. Released in 2007, Shattered is one of those psychological thrillers that suffocates you from the first minute to the last. Imagine this scenario. You have the perfect marriage, a wonderful daughter, a successful career, and a flawless financial life. Everything seems to be under your absolute control. But suddenly, a mysterious armed man gets into the backseat of your car and kidnaps you and your wife. The agonizing twist of this movie is that the kidnapper doesn't want your money. He isn't looking for $1 million ransom. This psychopath's only goal is to methodically, cruelly, and calculatingly destroy every single pillar of your life over 24 hours of pure terror. He forces the couple to carry out humiliating and destructive tasks, making the husband burn through all his financial reserves and destroy his own career. But why is he doing this? What is the true sin that justifies such severe and relentless punishment? The script builds an atmosphere of paranoia where every revelation is a punch to the gut, proving that the dirtiest secrets we hide under the rug always find a violent way to collect the bill. It's a tense thriller that will leave you breathless. Number 2. What Lies Beneath, directed in the year 2000. What Lies Beneath delivers a thriller that blends psychological terror with the crushing weight of guilt. The plot follows an upper-class couple living in a spectacular, isolated house by a lake. Their life exudes tranquility and perfection. However, the wife begins to witness disturbing events inside their own home. Doors opening by themselves, bizarre reflections in the bathtub water, and the constant feeling that a dark presence is watching her every move. While the husband tries to convince his wife she is merely suffering from stress and hallucinations, the film builds a brilliant narrative about how marital lies rot the foundations of a home. The true strength of this work lies not just in the jump scares, but in the mounting tension of discovering who the real monster of the story is. How far is a desperate man willing to go to protect his flawless image and hide his infidelity? The script subverts the figure of the perfect partner and turns the safe haven of marriage into a suffocating prison. It's a disturbing warning that our worst past mistakes never really disappear. They just wait for the right moment to emerge from the water and drown our peace. Number 3. Gone Girl. To close this list with the absolute peak of tension, we need to talk about the acclaimed 2014 film, Gone Girl. If you think the worst consequences of cheating are courtroom battles and dividing assets, the brilliant, twisted mind behind this work will shatter your convictions. On their 5th wedding anniversary, a beautiful and popular wife mysteriously disappears from her home, leaving behind only a smashed coffee table and poorly wiped bloodstains. Immediately, the husband becomes the prime suspect for the police and the ruthless court of public opinion. As the investigation progresses, the mask of their perfect relationship crumbles before the public eye, revealing an unfaithful, apathetic husband full of secrets. But what makes this movie a true masterpiece of modern psychological terror is the brutal way it handles marital revenge. The narrative sucks you into a game of manipulation so complex and cruel that you will question who the real victim is and who is the predator. It is a terrifying portrait of what happens when you cheat on the wrong person and awaken a mind focused solely on the destruction of your image, your freedom, and your very identity. An eternal punishment with no escape. If you enjoyed this top 3 movies about marital betrayal and want me to keep digging up these visceral, hidden cinematic gems for you, go ahead and smash that like button. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming lists and psychological deep dives. I'll see you in the next video. Catch you later.